Welcome to the third episode of the RBE, where we're showcasing live talent in downtown Oshawa.
If you're not feeling like yourself, have a Snickers.
Alright, let's start this episode out with a tutorial with my main man, Sean. I've been servicing this client for about 3 to 4 years now. We're both bonding over our Monster Energy drink addiction and how fucked up it is. Today he's getting a modern comb over. A modern comb over has no hard part. Really advanced techniques in here, like we're doing cross graduation on a side panel. What that means is we're going to go forward the direction it grows, going to the right. Then we're going to go the opposite way where his hair is going to comb up, going to the left, and the two sections are going to cross into each other. The main reason for this is my client has a double cowlick and it's pretty difficult to get around. So when you have a double cowlick, one of the sides from the top are going to want to go forward. So this is how we compensate for this, being a modern day barber. Now on the other panel, we're going to just do forward graduation because that's where we're going to want his hair to swoop, and we're going to fade under the forward graduation. It's called graduation because we're building weight. You see how I just bent that comb? Near the top of the head, it rounds off, but we want that to be square. And in order to do that, we need to over direct and slowly build weight. If you're a beginner barber or even a barber who's not that advanced with shear work, you might be being like, yo, what the hell is this guy saying right now? But it's okay. With time, you'll understand if you're a visual learner, and you're bound to catch up. Just keep watching my videos, I'm telling you. So in the video, I was explaining how the four panels separate, and I'm doing it based off of his double cowlick. This back part, we want to swoop forward to go all the way around for this modern day comb over. You're not going to do backwards graduation or cross graduation. That's something you do for like a blowout taper, but we're not doing that. He's not a 16-year-old kid. We really want to give him an adulted style. So you can see the lowest part of the hair. We're just going to follow this section, pull it in towards the occipital bone, and keep pivoting it around the head in a circular motion. Doing this, I'm able to manipulate where the hair falls. You can already see it starting to swoop to the left. So I scoop up with my comb and I'm pivoting around his head shape, trying my best not to build up too much weight on the corners and just more of a swooping motion. But it's literally just all guidelines and following the same work you did before and doing some fine tuning with dry cutting at the end. But at the end of the day, it's a math sequence. Apparently this guy had a really important phone call to answer. I just took it for my opening to take a sip of my Monster Energy and do the Monster Energy dance, yo. Holy. Alright, back to business. Pro tip. Always keep saturating the hair for more elasticity and a more consistent cut. So I was showing you with a comb for a visual reference of where the highest point of the head is and where the hair rounds off. Our first guideline is going to be straight down the middle because it's the highest point of the head, and that's where we're going to determine the major length he wants cut off, and you always confirm with your client. And you keep pulling the section forward, coming out in an L, kind of building a box shape in the front so that there's more weight in the front because the frontal lobe of the head also curves. Now you're going to take section 2 into section 1, meet in the middle so it starts to round, but you can clearly see the guideline and you just follow what you previously cut before, and you keep doing that until you reach the end, continually building that L shape at the front. So I'm going to show you where section 5, 6, and 7 are. The comb is just a reference to show you where the head bevels and where you want to pull up from. Because if you just pulled up straight 90 degrees to the sky, he's going to look like SpongeBob. Man's going to be a Roblox and it's not going to suit him at all. All jokes aside, this is something I see done all the time with barbers, but at the Rooted Barber Experience, there's none of that. So here's the other angle showing you what I just explained before, but on another layer, we're going to go this way to show you what cross-sectioning is. What is cross-sectioning? Cross-sectioning is when you go the opposite way to double-check your work. And I'm going in with point cutting. The reason for point cutting is because his hair is naturally very wavy and wispy. Sometimes with that hair texture, if you just cut it with a blunt line, it will sit choppy. We don't want that. So now I'm taking the pomade and evenly distributing it throughout his hair. You may even ask, what is really having it evenly distributed? Well, you need to get it from the roots all the way to the top of the hair, all over. This is the part where we're really going to see your flaws and how well you did. So next time you do your clients, you're going to wait and see till you blow dry it. Now that the pomade's in there, we're just going to follow where his hair grows and where we cut. Now you can see the end result of all that cross graduation I was talking about on that side panel. You see how it evenly just flows into each other? That's what you got to do with a double cowlet, guys. I'm telling you. Just take a moment to bask in that scissor cutting, man. Alright, now all the major technical things are over with. We're just going to fade under it. I start with the number 3. The number 3 goes into the scissor work. That was my knuckles length from the scalp. The reason I'm not really going to explain the fade is this video only has so many minutes, and more times than not, there's a million ways to fade. You could look up that anywhere you want. My mission with this YouTube channel is to provide value where most barbers cannot get it. So beard washes, scissor cutting, and promotion, vibes, ambiance, all of the above. Look at my man, clean and styled. He got the precise scissor work that's catered to his head shape and a nice tight fade under. You gotta ask yourself, what's separating you from the other barbershops in the area? Look at this aftershave gun. How many barbers have that? Let's be real. Done and dusted. Out of this world. That was the major tutorial of this video, but now we're gonna be showcasing the shop ambiance and some client results. We had a young man here for a tryout today, the guy with the dreads. He did eventually end up making the team as a student barber. If you're looking for an affordable haircut, don't be afraid to click the link in the bio and click on Student Barber Luca. $10 a haircut, $15 with a beard. Trying to get him as much reps as possible. The only reason I'm taking a student in like that is because he seems hungry. Alright, let's switch the panel to Bryce Blends. The man's doing some high-level precision cutting. He's the section god of the shop. He does every section that exists. Look at that middle part though. It's so fresh I had to bust out my monster dance again. We're serious and we get to business, but you gotta have a little fun on the way too, you know? You can't just be too stern. These days are long. If you ask me, this is a great haircut. It's his second time back, and he's back for a reason. We even had the scissor sharpening guy come in today. We called him up because every 6 months we like to sharpen our scissors. I don't have no crazy things like Mizutanis, but I have some pretty good scissors that are about like $400 to $500 each. I do have one pair of Hanzo Hattoris that are like $1,500, but those last like a year. You don't need to get them done every 6 months. But yeah, I started to feel my scissors getting dull. Called him up. Some of the barbers bought some scissors from him. He has some good financing options. He's a really good dude, Palestinian brother, man, working hard, long days. He'll come out to you. So if you're in the GTA, don't be afraid to hit up Symmetry Sharpening. I've been cutting hair professionally for 9 whole years, and I will say he definitely has the best customer service and the most drive. You know, most guys that come in are like some cheap Chinese guys, and more times than not, they're just in it for a buck. They don't care about a relationship. But this guy will come for a few hours. Look, I got his bulldog in here, man. But it's all chill. It's good vibes. I highly recommend. But this is what a busy day in the shop looks like. Pav. This is what we do every day, every night. This is the lifestyle, the Rooted Barber Experience. Shout out to DD Cut It. I'm going to put his Instagram handle. This is the apprentice. He's putting in work, practicing that precision cutting because we're trying to have everyone on a level. You're not just going to get by with buzz cuts and fades. We need everyone here to be able to cut on the highest degree possible. He's been here for a week. He saw the hungerness. This is a pair of scissors he bought from Alex. They're 7 inches, I believe. I cut my hand open with them the other day. They're sharp, bro. Rooted Barber Experience, 15 Simcoe Street South, Oshawa. Streaming on Twitch all day. Look at this lizard behind me. But yo, fully booked day today. TikTok, I got like 6 new appointments. I had 7 new clients today. This is crazy traction. My marketing's finally paying off. If you want to join the stream, click and follow us for updates. Follow our YouTube, the Rooted Barber Experience, our Instagram, Rooted Barber Experience. We're making a TikTok for the shop next week, Rooted Barber Experience. You can check me out, J.Roots the Barber. We got Bryce Blends, DD Cut It, Flawless Cuts, Master Cuts, Nifty Clips. We got a bunch of barbers in the shop. There's 7 of us right now, 6 barbers and 2 junior barbers. We charge $30 all the way to $55. I charge $70, $80, but as of February 10th, I'll be charging $80 a haircut, $100 with a beard plus tax. We're on the next tier right now, on the next level. There's a lot of shit going on, and I want you guys to be updated with what we're doing.